welcome to Hakim Halim's TikTok Live, everybody. We are live on TikTok, and I'm here to answer your questions. Today, I have a special guest appearance. We have Mr. Rizdian Isbintara. Although we are from different agencies, we always collab with one another to make sure that we can share resource and always discuss about things, how we can value add more to the consumers out there. Mr. Rizdian, are you here today? Are you ready to come on board, Mr. Rizdian? Where is this Mr. Rizdian? Come, let me check whether he's in this live already or not. Oh, he's not here yet. Can we check? Can you call Mr. Rizdian? Say that we are already live waiting for him. Special guest appearance. if you are live, you can. In the meantime, I will help to answer some questions from you guys and welcome everybody on board first. Welcome everybody. If this is your first time here, welcome to my TikTok Live. This is Hakim Halim. I am a property agent in Singapore. I'm always live to make sure I can answer your property questions. Most of you need help with regards to navigating your HDB maze. So whatever that I can help to demystify, I will try my best to help you. And you have any questions specific to your cases, I'm here to help you answer. Or try to help you answer. I try my best. Sometimes I may not know the answer also. Okay. Welcome, Mr. Man Clap TV. I first time see your name. Is this your first time here? Truth Hates Love is also here. Thank you very much. Robin, welcome on board, Robin. I hope all of you. I hope people are about to have their lunch right now, and we are here to help you, entertain you while you are having lunch. Oh, finally, the man himself, Mr. Rizdian Isbintara is here. Are you ready? Let me just invite you to come on board. How to invite? You looks like you are appearing. Are you here, Mr. Rizdian?
Coming.
Whoa, the man himself. Guys, can you listen how beautiful his voice is? Hey, where are you? I thought you're supposed to appear. Where's your video?
I am. Let me see. Go back. No. Why only I use audio? Oh, there you go.
See, bro, when you come on board, suddenly I got so many gifts. Oh, lama. Thank you, everybody, for all the gifts that you're giving me. If you got no budget for gifts, I appreciate very much. You can tap with your likes. Yes, tap with your like. Oh, finally. Bro, you are like Casper, the friendly ghost. Sometimes you appear, sometimes you're missing. Sometimes you appear, sometimes you're missing.
I'm trying the effect. This effect nice, right? Yeah, I think it's... no, I can't do effect.
Macam-macam pula. Efek lah, apalah. Datang je lah live.
Okay, dah.
Ui, siap dengan dia punya headphone sekali sih.
Mestilah. For you, I must do my best, bro.
Alamak. How do I see your face? Your face so small.
Yes, correct. I don't know how people do it side by side.
Is it because I am not on the apa ni?
You must reach 100,000 followers, then you can.
Oh, is it?
No, I'm kidding. 1,000 followers to go live. 100,000 then can have side by side.
Okay.
In this situation, only one of us can have the main frame. So you tap on my face, I'll go big, and then you tap back on your face. So you can tap on my face now, just to test.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Now I see. Oh, beautiful. Okay, everybody, let's welcome Mr. Rizdian here. First time we are... no, not the first time, right? This one is maybe the...
Everything also first time. First time today lah.
First time today lah. Okay lah. What special, interesting topic you have for us today, Mr. Rizdian?
What special topic? Interesting topic? Hey, I don't know what topic you want. I'm currently going through... we'll get to the main topic. I think we were talking about inheritance the other day.
Mm-hmm.
But I just have been busy with this case that I've sold a flat in a 3-room.
Mm-hmm.
A 3-room flat. The sellers, we've marketed the unit, we found the buyer, and we have signed all the OTP. So we sold the house to a buyer, and we submitted the case to the HDB for the completion, right, for the registration. So upon any sales guys out there, those who are selling, the HDB resale officer will make an appointment. The HDB branch office will make an appointment for a visit to your flat and they'll send out a technical officer to come and have a look at your flat lah. It's just eye power. It's not that you're using special equipment or what. But my sellers apparently have a wall between the living room and the kitchen hacked away. So which is a very common thing lah for HDB flat, right? So this is a 3-room flat. It's long and quite narrow, but so you go in through the living room and then you go to the kitchen. The opening has been widened.
Yeah.
So there's still there's a storeroom there, but the opening to the kitchen has been widened. Lo and behold, the technical officer failed the inspection.
Why?
Right? So if you fail your inspection, you cannot go for your resale completion. That means your sale cannot be completed lah. Then everything will be suspended.
Ding, ding, ding.
Exactly, until the matter is resolved, okay?
Hmm.
One way or another. So, but it was a beam, it was a column, a structural column that was supposed to not be hacked.
They hacked. Wait. They hacked down a column, a beam.
They hacked down a beam, not they lah, the renovation contractor. So they stayed there some over 10 years already, you know, and then this matter happened. So now we have to reinstate the wall. Even though the buyers have accepted, and the buyers actually love the wall not being that open lah, that the entrance have been extended, have been widened,
Yeah.
and that wall have been taken away. So there's a left and right wall. So the right wall was taken away lah. It's just a wall that is 1 meter in width. Okay, that wall was taken away. So now the kitchen entrance is slightly bigger. So, and the buyers love that part already, but it was actually a structural wall. And on the floor plan, right, how you can tell there's a structural wall is actually a black solid line. If you guys are buyers or sellers or owners of home and you look at the floor plan, even for BTO, if you see a black solid structure line, and normally that is enclosed around a bomb shelter, then you cannot hack away that wall, okay? Unless you get super high approval, you need a professional engineer and all that to analyze all that. So apparently the renovation contractor did asal boleh lah, just did a bad job lah, basically, did a mistake. We managed to, I tell you the news, the story a little bit, it was a bit of an adventure. So what happened when this happened, the officer failed the inspection, and my partner, I work in a small team, so my partner was running the case, Keith, and he was very resourceful, so we traced down the original renovation contractor. Our sellers were actually a bit stressful, anxious about the whole thing already lah. And they are in their 50s, and they don't know what to do. So they are like frozen in time. So we say, okay, now we'll take care of it. It's outside our job scope, but we want to make sure the objective is the sale goes on smoothly as possible for all parties, sellers, buyers, and all that. So we tracked down the original contractor. Fella didn't want to pick up the phone. Finally picked up the phone. I mean, he didn't know what we were after him for, but he finally picked up the phone. He came to the house, bro. We managed to ask him to come to the house. We didn't tell him there was a problem. We told him we wanted to give him a job to reinstate a wall.
And then?
We told him, can you come down and reinstate a wall? That our sellers have used your services many years ago, and please come down. So he was like, okay, I come down. So he didn't know there was a problem lah. We didn't tell him there was a problem before, right? You know what's going to happen, right? We tell him the whole problem with the HDB thing. He's not going to come down, right?
Bro, just for context, which floor is this on?
Level 3.
Level 3, okay.
Okay, level 3, somewhere in the east, 1980s flat lah.
Oh.
So, 3-room. Then he came down. Then they remember each other. The seller remember him. He also remember a bit about his house. Then he looked at the wall. Then we told him, we show him all the email by HDB. We say this should not have been done. This wall should not have been hacked. And you did. So now you go and reinstate, make it right again. Fella was nice. Come on, now HDB policy, blah blah blah. He tried to smoke us. I'm at the position whereby as long as you are there and you're going to do it, I'm fine. So he said, okay. Bro, he took the printed email from me and the printed floor plan from me. He said, okay, I talked to HDB officer. He was driving a blue pickup truck. We never heard from him again.
Huh?
We never. I called, my partner have been calling him and leaving messages. My owner also called, but obviously it's run off lah. We can spend time later to pursue this with him later on, but we need to make this right and make the case selling back to as fast as possible to complete and without any problems. So we got another contractor in to reinstate the wall at my seller's cost some more. It's going to cost them about $2,600 to rebuild this 1 meter wall using think the way and material that the HDB officer or HDB policies will be happy. So, so that's the story for this week. Why I'm busy now, like a bit traumatized. Not traumatized. Like normally, all this is we ask we ask the sellers, hey, you did some renovation, was all approved? Then the seller say, yeah, all approved. And for this case, the officer said yes.
This, hey bro, just to ask you, these homeowners, once they sell, what's going to happen to them?
Yeah.
Are they buying? Hello?
They bought another place.
They bought another place. I mean, I'm imagining myself in the contractor's shoes. This is a perfect opportunity to demonstrate your commitment level to your client, and at the end of the day, hoping that perhaps because you re-establish the relationship, that you can get business from the buying. If not, you can get referral business. Because I mean, yes, although they, other contractors charge $2,000 to erect the wall. However, if they were to do for them, I can imagine two scenarios. One, spend the money at cost, at their cost. Maybe it only cost themselves half the price or whatever lah, to erect the wall back, establish the relationship, and then hoping that, from there, could you refer me some business? If not your own house, is there anybody? Do a good job for them lah. So you see that, from last time, the relationship when how many years ago, you demolished this wall. Of course, demolish the wall is to the request of the homeowners, right? It is nothing that they do because contractors like to do. It's what the homeowners themselves wants to renovate. So I thought this was perfect opportunity to demonstrate that, I could settle this for you, or even if you felt that the costing was high, I will charge you at just cost price, because this was something that you want, and perhaps you also forgotten that I already informed you earlier that you will have problems later with HDB, but let me just settle this for you. Either ways, I thought that it would be a perfect opportunity to do something and, get some goodwill from there lah. But now that you mentioned that the contractor just flat and nothing's to be done, I'm just wondering why this wasn't. Hey, you really you want to name and shame them?
No. I got a sound delay here.
Oh.
Bro, I'm gonna rejoin your live.
Okay. You rejoin live while I help with some other people over here.
You have some other questions.
Since people have been asking already, what company is this? Let's wait for Mr. Rizdian to rejoin us and then see whether he's going to reveal what company. But wasted. I thought that maybe this would be a good opportunity if I was the renovation company. Hello Makcik, or hello Auntie, or hello Mr. Tan, how are you? I'll just say, Mr. Tan, you don't worry. I remember that time, I know it was the dream renovation that you wanted. I did inform you about it, but don't worry. I will settle this for you, and maybe we can split the cost 50-50. Oh, never mind lah. As long as you give me the business of your next house, I will do this FOC. Yeah, so wasted lah. It was a business opportunity. People don't want to take opportunity. Instead, not my problem not my tai chi don't want to do lah. This attitude needs to change lah. Who agree with me? Yeah. Okay, anyway, so many people say hello. I haven't said hello. Hello everybody. Home office is also here. Home office. Hakim, I prefer your life only. Give other people opportunity lah. Sometimes they come to me, Hakim, how I want to do life, I scared lah. Sometimes you want to support people, so it's okay lah. Sometimes we encourage one another. I give them a little bit of encouragement, motivation for them to join my life. Salam Hakim. Waalaikumsalam Sila Rashid. How are you? Sometimes they may have ideas that I also never thought of. So never mind, we welcome them. Hello Vali Maran. Thank you for being here in my life. Where's Mr. Riza? Come, let's have him on board. So we can support one another lah. So hopefully all of you over here can also support him as well. Maybe you can post your questions, post interesting questions that you may want to ask him. Now he is back. The man himself, Mr. Rizdian is Bintara. Okay, any questions? Come, let's have, now you have two heads is better than one, right? Okay, pose a question perhaps, and then you can let our guest speaker, agent, Mr. Rizdian, to answer your question. Come, Mr. Rizdian, who do we have? Our first questions that maybe you want to help to answer. Trotty, wow, give me rose. Thank you, Trotty. Mr. Rizdian, are you here or not? Yeah, he still sorting out. I answer first lah. Solo Opa. Salam Hakim. Waalaikumsalam, Mr. Leh. If I use CPF, pay and got HDB loan, should you max out the loan period? The longer you stretch your loan period, the more mortgage interest you pay. If you feel that you are comfortable paying a larger amount every month for a shorter period, actually that is better for you. Better for you because number one, you get to clear your loan earlier. Number two, overall, you will pay the least amount of mortgage. Okay? Wow, thank you, Trotty. Wow, you like give me unlimited roses. Thank you very much. So actually, anybody who can do this to shorten their period, knowing that they're going to accept a higher loan, higher repayment every month, higher installment, this is actually good for you. Clear loan fast, pay the least interest. So that's possible. Mr. Rizdian, are you here? Are you back here already?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Hey, just to finish off your story just now, so in the end, they erected the wall for $2,000.
$2,600. We are still in the middle of it. We are erecting the wall tomorrow, and then hopefully, according to the specs given by HDB officer, and hopefully, the officer will be happy with that and pass the resale inspection, and we can complete the sale. Yeah, bro, a lot of fans, bro, for you. Very excited to be here to see your fans. Very interactive.
Everybody say hello to Mr. Rizdian. We have 103 people here live today. Thank you so much, Trotty. You have accomplished for the past few times. Nobody have gave me the number of roses that you have given me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Trotty.
Still going. Go, Trotty. Still going.
She fulfilled all the 400 roses, bro. I think this is the kind of thing that we want to encourage for everybody lah. Good begets good. You know, you do good, you will turn one round and more good will come to you. 10 more goods will come to you. Oh, I think this is very good example of Trotty. Thank you so much, Trotty. Really appreciate very much. Okay, Mr. Rizdian.
Yeah.
Some
of the questions. There are a lot of people asking questions.
No problem. Pick as you like. Pick. Can you name the person and then you pick the question that you want to answer? Let's hear it from you, a different perspective.
Muhammad Faisal 130 asks, can bank loan repayment use our CPF? Yes, as long as you have not met your CPF withdrawal limit, you can use CPF to pay for your monthly installment, even whether you're on bank loan or on HDB loan. He asks if PR buyer spouse was added as occupier but have property overseas, can still buy house. If PR buyer spouse was added as occupier but have property overseas, can still buy house. Buy house after adding the overseas property. Is that what I understand?
Thank you, Trotty. Wow, actually this question is very tricky. Let's break it down. If PR buyer's spouse, okay. Remove the buyer lah. If PR spouse was added as occupier, thank you, Trotty, but have property overseas. Okay, it could be that this person add the occupier because previously is not a Singapore citizen.
It's not a PR.
It's not a PR.
Yeah.
Now want to add. Say lah in Malaysia lah, that's a normal story, right? And then alamak, now just realized that she got house in Malaysia. Can still buy house? Very good question. Answer this, Mr. Rizdian. Jeng.
Can still buy house. If she's as occupier, then it's okay lah. But if they are talking about now they want to sell, then they want to buy the next property and they want to co-own the property, right?
No, I think they want to buy second property.
Oh, second property. Private lah, that means.
Yes.
Can buy lah. Why cannot? Just
So,
need to pay ABSD.
need to pay ABSD meh?
Now they got what? HDB. Question,
So
assuming they have HDB.
Yep. I think the assumption here is one owner, one occupier lah.
One owner, one occupier.
Yeah, so technically they can still buy
I think they need to pay ABSD
as a PR lah.
as a PR buyer ABSD, not a second property ABSD.
And how much is the PR ABSD?
27%.
Banyaknya.
Adalah the second property.
No, first property. Wow, you got me there, man. 5%, right?
Scared, right? Yeah, 5%. Didn't increase.
Okay.
5% lah. 5% still. Only in second property then it's 30% for a PR. Very high for a PR buyer to buy a second property in Singapore.
Okay, bro. There is one person. I think this is gonna be interesting. Willie Lee is going to be on board and asking us a question, and we shall let Mr. Rizdian answer his question. Hello, Mr. Willie. Mr. Willie, where are you? I did it.
Waiting for him. Lady Leah, very nice. If I got my BTO and officer said no need to pay my stamp duty for collection key, because my CPF can fully pay my BTO, okay? What is the question? Because Leah, hi. If you are going to just collect your key, you will have paid your stamp duty in the earlier stages of your BTO purchase. So in the BTO purchase, right, you will have gone for application which you paid $10, and then you gotten a good queue number. So you go for flat selection, alright, where you put down $500 or $1,000 or $2,000 down payment or booking fee for a 4-room and above. And then about 2 to 3 months later, they will call you back for a purchase agreement, to sign the purchase agreement. Okay, so at that point of time when you, which is to exercise the OTP lah, which is to exercise the purchase, you have paid the full down payment, 10%, and then they will also ask you to make payments for stamp duty and legal fees. So maybe some years ago when you did this, when you do the key flat selection, and then after that you do the sale and purchase agreement, you have paid for the stamp duty earlier, maybe through your CPF. So when at key collection, when the officer said no need to pay my stamp duty at key collection, is because you have paid it earlier. So at key collection, only collect keys, only pay couple of $100 of admin fee, just for administrative duties. Other than that, it's all good. Yes, you can fully pay your CPF. You can fully pay your BTO using your CPF monies, because for BTO, the CPF withdrawal limit is the valuation limit.
Okay, Riz, we have a question here from Mr. Dean. Mr. Dean is asking, 36 years old, finished paying the house, staying in a 4-room now. Should he downgrade to a 3-room before he reach 50?
Okay. I think this is a lot of personal, it follows your personal needs and personal requirements. If you find that staying in a 4-room is too big and you are single, then yes, you can move a 3-room flat to downsize and cut down your monthly expenses and prepare for retirement, and just make your expenses a bit more lower and a bit more tight, and you have more cash for expenditure and medical needs. If around 50 to 55 our body is not getting any better or stronger, it's the time where it's promised that our body spare parts will start breaking down. Okay, but whether you should downgrade to a 3-room, there's so many permutations to this. Number one, it should be before 55 if you're wondering, because 55 is the club 55. It's the line where there will be a retirement account. So if any move, maybe people are talking before 55, okay, not necessarily before 50. So maybe at 52, 53 years old, they will make this step to downsize and fully pay a smaller flat. Should you do it? If you want to cut down your living expenses, monthly expenses, then you can do it. Some people will love to hold on to the 4-room you already have, meaning you have 3 bedrooms, right? Because 3-room, there's only 2 bedrooms. So if you are in the purview that it's good to rent out your bedroom, then you can rent out your bedroom while you're having a 4-room flat, and that's passive income or extra cash for you as well. You can rent out 2 bedrooms, 1 bedroom. That is some nowadays common room rental. How much, Hakim? One common room rental is about $700 to $800 per month, depending on how many packs you fit into the room. Maximum number of packs, including owners and all occupiers and tenants, no more than 6 packs for any size of flat. So if that's just you, Dean, you can have 4 or 5 more occupiers or tenants, and then that will give you some good income if you choose to stay in a current 4-room flat.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rizdian. Mr. Rizdian, I have one very, very interesting question to ask you, and I'm going to take this opportunity since I have another agent, because I got nobody to consult. I always answer people question. Nobody answer my question. So now I have a question for you. I am the client now, Mr. Rizdian, and this is a real case. It's my case.
Put me on the spot, sir. Come and do that. Just relax lah, chit chat. And now, what up, Christian? You're gonna answer all the question. Okay, fine. We'll try. Okay, do this together.
Okay. Now, what do you advise me? I just reached my MOP. Hey! Congratulations to me. My house was built in 1988. Okay, 1988. Welcome on board, everybody. If you are here for the first time, you just entered. I'm about to ask my question. Today, I am the client. Mr. Rizdian is my agent. I need to ask him, what should I do with my existing situation? I am 38 years old. My wife is about the same age. What shall we do? Should we stay put in this HDB, which is a 4-room house, somewhere in the west of Singapore? Or should we make a move elsewhere? What do you advise me?
Super familiar, sir. 1988 flat in the west of Singapore.
Yes.
Husband and wife.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So no preference, If there's no need.
I'm open, bro. You are the expert.
Open,
Please advise me what I need to do right now. I just MOP only. Should I don't know, bro. Now, should I hold on to this old HDB? Got value or not? Should I be worried about the value of this HDB? I kind of like the space-wise, but then...
You like the space. So finally, I had a very similar consultation last week. Okay, so you're saying you're open to any option, So, and also assuming you're open to any financial option and strategy, Okay. So Hakim is saying there's a couple, they own not a BTO flat, actually it's an old flat, 1988 resale flat, and whereby they reach a MOP and they're thinking whether to sell or not. So this client or friend of mine asked me, hey, you know what, here's what I'm going to do. He tell me what he's going to do. So I'm going to share with you our discussion on that as well. This one can relate to this case that you have, Hakim. So if now it's a 4-room flat, this couple have kids, right, Hakim? This case study. They have kids, right? So they can buy a younger place. They should sell, okay? Many people are now concerned with the lease decay for older flats. So 1988, which is with 35-year-old flat. So balance is 64 years old. Not too bad now, but if they continue living in this flat, their lease decay as the time or years pass by, it will go down below 60 years. And then, for some areas of flats, where their lease balance is less than 60 or less than 50 years especially, then the value tends to go down or slide quite fast. Therefore, they will then choose the option to vacate this older flat and buy a younger flat. So I thought, okay, for this case study, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, relocate to a younger location and buy a bigger flat at the same time. 5-room with 4 bedrooms, which will probably, or an executive apartment with 4 bedrooms, which will probably fulfill the needs of your family in the next 10 years time also. I mean, we want to fulfill, other than it, probably financial or investment objectives, fulfill also some family objectives also, right? Personal requirements. So maybe buy a younger place. Then for this family with kids, they can have 3 bedrooms plus 1 study. The study can be work from home and also home-based learning. Yeah.
So if you say,
you can take 1 extra step. If let's say assuming the husband is earning more, have the higher financial power, assuming this, and he's working, all that, right? He should buy the next place under his one name alone. Okay, so my client have the power to buy the financial means to buy the next place by his name alone, executive apartment, which will give him 140 square meter of space, about 1,500 square feet, HDB, executive apartment, not a private, have 3 to 4 bedrooms, possibly a balcony. This will be in a younger estate like Sengkang, Anchorvale, I just bought an EA at $735,000, $735,000, an EA with a balcony. Okay, that's about 18 years old in Anchorvale, 18 years old. So compared to now, a 35-year-old 4-room that they own, they can replace that property they have with a younger property and a bigger property. So the husband will host this HDB under his name alone. Of course, the minimum occupation period will be 5 years. So they got to restart this 5-year clock all over again. all over again, alright? So they are 38 years old. So plus 5 years, it'll be 43. Not too bad. They hope in 5 years' time, they have some money. Because now this EA, the property structure, ownership will be different. The husband will be the one and only owner. Of course, which means only his CPF monies and salary can be taken into consideration for the payment towards this EA that they're going to have. So the wife cannot pay using her CPF. So that might be a downside for some couple. Okay, but the wife will be occupied only. Now the wife's name and CPF, they're going to replace, or they're going to reserve this name later on when in 5 years time they're going to buy a second smaller property, a private property. Of course, your second property cannot be a HDB. It has to be a private property, and they are targeting maybe a 1 bedder if they can afford 2 bedder. So maybe in a 5 year time the kids are all older, maybe upper secondary, then the wife goes to work, no need helicopter parent at home telling them what to do, monitoring every single thing. They are more independent. She goes back to work, have a stable salary with CPF contribution, something maybe around 4 to 5K a month or more if she, that was what she was earning before, and that will give her some good loan and with the CPF for the down payment, and they're going to reserve the cash they made from the sale of the house for any down payment later on. They can have the second property then.
Okay.
So that is one structure to look at.
Agent Rizdian, I want to bring you back to my situation. Let's say now lah. Okay, somebody here mentioned about should buy SBF or BTO. Okay, let's say right now if I want to consider getting BTO lah, example, and maybe I like the idea of going to central area. The other day I was looking at December one, got one in Alexandra, bro. Caught my attention. I went physically to the site to see, on my way to the office. I think, wow, beautiful, sir, this place. Whole environment, all private condo. Only HDB in that area. The only thing that I don't like was obviously lah, I didn't realize it was a PLH.
I didn't realize before going down.
I didn't thought about it, say. Okay, do you think I should still consider, or more rather, like in what circumstance I can consider doing the PLH, the PLH model? Maybe you can discuss a bit of the pros and cons.
What are the concerns about buying PLH? Public list, public central area or prime BTO classification.
I like the fact that sometimes we don't just stay 5 years, what? Sometimes we stay longer than that, right? We stay maybe 8 years, maybe 10 years. So waiting for the BTO MOP thingy is not really should be a concern lah, right? Because not everybody stay for 5 years, what? How long you stay in your HDB?
I stay in my place forever, bro.
Exactly.
Some people are like me.
Exactly. Okay. So I'm thinking that if I really take that place, that could be my retirement house, Wow, like retire, one traffic light away is already, what is the MRT called? Great World City, bro. Great World City. Walamak, sibeh syok
I don't know, I don't appreciate the area.
Huh?
I'm like HD, so okay, not bad. I go shopping there once a year. Great World City, nice place, central. But I think it's one of those areas that will have high capital appreciation. Seriously. So if you ask me as a location for HDB BTO, definitely worth considering. In lieu or despite of its 10-year MOP requirement, like you say, not everyone needs to move every 5 years or minimum 5 years. They can stay longer. We just have to take also into the fact that there's a 5 to 6 year construction period lah. And if you're 38, then you apply that now, you wait for 5 years just to finish completion. 43, then you got to stay 10 years. 53 years old, that will be your next move later on, some 15 years later. As long as you're not okay with that, then you're good. And you have to buy something reasonably big lah. If you have children already, minimum 4, also very squeezy already. 4-room BTO 92, 93 square meter, minus aircon ledge, maybe about 91 square meter, right? You put 2-3 bicycle in there, and then you put a few tables, computer table, habis lah. Actually, if you have 2 or 3 kids already. So 10-year MOP, no need to move. As a guy, if you're thinking just for yourself, okay, no need. But space for a family, may have to reconsider, I think. But location-wise, if it's fantastic, that's the only thing. And then after that, cannot rent out. So if you move to your second property, a private property, that private property will definitely be your rental property or investment property lah. Because you can't live in there. You have to still continue to occupy your prime BTO flat. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Agent Rizdian. Really appreciate your advice.
No, what do you think? You think it's good to go for the Alexander BTO?
I was actually, to be honest,
Your face, bro. My
no,
face very long here.
to be to be honest.
Face, put it back.
Okay, I'm here, bro. Let me give you my thoughts on it.
Make it bigger. Make it bigger. Make your face bigger.
Now make my face bigger.
Yeah.
Is it like this? Yes. Oh, so what I see is what you will see, is it?
Kau boleh control.
I see. Okay, now you see my beautiful, handsome face, right? Okay. I know you miss me. Okay. Actually, to be honest, initially I was drawn to it due to the location. I was trying to imagine if it was possible to just use one name to buy, and then perhaps be okay with the fact that this is going to be my retirement house, in the long run. So I like the fact that I'm not really familiar with Alexandra area, but I like the fact that it's near city center, that is central enough, because I've never really stayed there all my life. In the normal heartlands lah. Okay, heartlands. So I thought that would be interesting for me to think of it as my retirement home. Even if it's a 4-room, it should be fine. And then suddenly it just dawned on me that this one is actually a PLH. Yeah, 10 years. I'm okay to stay there for 10 years. But if I have plans to use it because I want to use one owner, if I have plans to buy a second property, I don't think I can wait 10 years plus the construction time, maybe 3 years, 13 years. I have to wait 13 years to be eligible to buy a second property. Cannot lah, I cannot wait. So I think
BSF will be so crazy in 13 years time. I don't know. Will be like Hong Kong maybe. You have to factor in the lost opportunity cost of staying.
Yeah.
Staying 10 years, correct, tak boleh, betul. Some people don't need to move all the time, but the opportunity cost lost, and you have such this ambitions to buy a second property, then you really have to consider the standard BTO projects if you want a new flat or SBS.
Yeah. So it's just the time factor lah. I'm not really in favor of the time factor actually.
Friction, bro, friction. I think you can use your favorite phrase.
I think what would be challenging for me would be to consider, maybe I'm gonna take about another, I don't know, a couple of years, save up a bit more funds, then maybe can consider my first private lah. But that would take some time lah. But good things come to those who wait. So waiting for 2 years is better than waiting for 13 years ah.
I mean, will you pay the ABSD scenario? So let's say you keep the 1-4-room fully paid HDB resale flat, okay lah, 1988 for 35 years old. So let's say we do this case study. So this couple has a 35-year-old 4-room resale HDB. They thought let's keep that and try to raise the ABSD at 20% now. We don't know how it's going to be later on.
Yeah.
And try to buy investment property or condo, a small condo for 1 million, for example.
Yeah.
What do you think of that strategy?
I think for me personally, I thought about this thought process. So if I were to get a second property because I'm emotionally attached to my HDB, right? I just want to keep my HDB. It's a reasonable good size, and then go for the next property and just think as a foreigner lah. Just suck it up and pay the ABSD, right? You get a discount. Foreigners pay 60%, you only pay 20% if you want to look at it in one perspective.
I understand.
But at the end of the day, it will limit me in my moves, my ability to. If I'm not going to sell this house, it's fine. But if I'm going to sell my HDB at some point, then it doesn't make sense for me to pay ABSD today, right? Only if I want to keep it forever. But the thing is, I don't know that, you see. It limits my options. Tomorrow, I might find that, why I never let go the house earlier lah. I should have just, moved everything into the private scene, into the private property world. I'm thinking that maybe, I want to keep my options open lah.
Or just sell and decouple lah.
Sell and
private property. One small, one big.
So a better strategy, I feel. Initially, I really like the idea of one owner, one occupier. But then, as you just mentioned earlier, it limits the second property, it limits to buying a smaller second property. That would mean that I am in a way bottom picking. I only can afford one bedder lah, because using one person's income, one person's CPF, right? At most, entry level for two bedder with one bath. So all this asset class is not the best lah, if I can put it that way. So maybe it's not a bad idea to wait slightly longer so that I can just let go my HDB and buy a proper 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom, and then maybe at a later time can consider decoupling as you mentioned.
Okay. Hey, you want to thanks Hakim, you want to talk to your followers there? So what's your question?
Wow, okay. Let's answer some of the people's questions that we have here.
I got to scroll up down them.
I'm already at the below.
Voice.
Bukit Batok is the best place. Yes, I have to agree. And while you are at it, the best chicken rice in Bukit Batok is my mother's chicken rice at block 134 Bukit Batok West Avenue 6.
Bukit Batok West.
Yes, the chicken rice has been there for 30 over years already. Although my mother is no longer operating, my brother, yes, is operating over there.
Is that with the Abang Gemuk Western shop there?
I think so. It's been a while since I visited the shop, but yes,
Okay.
the Western shop is
Right.
by Abang Gemuk.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Next question. Next question is after Bukit Batok is, if can use CPF and loan, no need put cash. If you have enough, no need to put cash. Correct. Tesla PHV Singapore. Buy one good dual key. That's another possibility actually. To buy one good dual key. For example, if I can afford to buy a 4-bedder, which is a dual key, 3-bedder plus 1 studio, then you can possibly rent out the 1 studio and stay in a 3-bedder. Technically speaking, the rent that you collected from the studio, okay, the dual key studio, you can use it to pay off your cash component for your mortgage. So, in short, somebody else is paying for your mortgage while you stay in the 3-bedder. So that's another possibility. Okay, broker. What do you think of Bayshore BTO 2-room flexi, considering MOP? It's the same problem that I initially faced. Oh, thank you, 555 shop. Oh, give me crab some more. It makes me think, 555 shop, you got seafood shop ah? Well, if you have seafood shop, is it halal or not? Then I can consider trying out your shop. Okay, Bayshore, come back to the same thing lah. Bayshore is it PLH or is it the Plus model? Riz,
Apa?
Bayshore, is it PLH or Plus? Either one lah.
Right?
Huh?
It's for 2020.
Yeah,
for 2024. Right?
second half of 2024 lah. I think can be either one lah. It comes back to the same problem of whether can wait or not. You know?
Plus,
Yeah.
similar MOP period and all that. Just the difference is the subsidy and capital gain tax, I guess.
Yeah. Bayshore.
Somebody asked for SBS, home of whiz. For SBF, when is the best time to quit your job? Taking pay cut after flat selection or sign lease?
No better after complete
3-4 years, eh?
No, because sometimes.
Okay, SBF 1 year lah, maybe 1 year. If it's sale of balance flat is maybe ready flat. If can, like Hakim says, home of risk for any resale buyer, especially the resale buyer, don't quit your job in the middle of any transaction.
Yeah.
Stay on and tahan your boss, tahan your toxic colleagues. If that's your problem.
Yeah, you wouldn't want any moves from your employment to suddenly sabotage your own getting of your house lah, whether resale or SBF or BTO, right? You halfway, you're about to get, you're so happy, you're looking forward because it's something that you're already gonna wait for quite some time. So you wouldn't want to make any moves that would sabotage your housing lah.
Any moves? I mean, just to break down quickly. Sometimes upon key collection or in the middle of a resale transaction, HDB officer will need to either ask you for any income declaration, so you cannot lie about that, whether through a resale or whether through an application or any forms that you sign. Okay, so number two, they also will ask, now with HFE and all that, they will want to pull out your CPF contribution history, right? Also to facilitate or I advise you on your monthly installment. Then they say, hey, how come your CPF never tally? Your installment, your contribution go down already. So and that's when they find out that your job have gone down. So if for most of you, if you do not know, even though you have a loan or HFE or HLE from HDB, it does not if you have a change in income, the loan amount may change, right? There's a fine print there. If salary drops, your loan amount may drop, and then you may not have enough to buy the house. Then got problem. That's it.
That's the thing that becomes a big question mark. Some cases, whether resale or BTO, some cases they don't ask for the update for this income declaration. But some cases
Some
do.
BTO. Yeah, they do.
Why? Why some yes, some no?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Two of my clients, they waited 4 years for their BTO. They were so worried. There was a change in income, but upon key collection, HDB didn't ask for any income. They just say, oh, last time when you applied, you had a valid HLE. So 3 years later, he collect the key. No need to reapply HLE. He just collect. That's it.
Okay lah. Good for them lah. Happy for them.
So yeah. Then another one, officer asked to apply HLE. I also don't know when. I also don't know what's the difference or why one is asked to apply HLE before key collection, one no need. Go ahead.
Okay. There is Mr. Faizal. Mr. Faizal would like to come on board and ask his question. Let's welcome Mr. Faizal. Mr. Faizal, please come on board. I will accept your request. Well, I think just now he also attempted to come in, but then I didn't see. I was a bit too late. Okay, Mr. Faizal, are you still here? Mr. Muhammad Faizal 130. Yes, you are here. Accepted. Come everybody, let's welcome Mr. Faizal. Welcome on board, Mr. Faizal. Yay.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Faizal, how are you?
Good. Okay, I got question to ask. Because there's one of the agent, macam one is random agent lah.
Random
like,
agent.
Example, if I want to buy macam beli rumah, let's say bring my parents let's say if after loan, after dah pakai CPF, loan grant tak cukup, right? But the agent said I can use my mom retirement. Is it true?
Mr. Rizdian, please.
I try first. Okay, so hi Faizal, thanks for joining us. So there was an advice or there was a statement being made for your mom's flat, is it? That they can buy the 2-room flexi with cash, of course, and CPF retirement account.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So he or she is not entirely wrong. You can actually use monies from your RA, subject to appeal and approval from the CPF board. Okay. We've done
So
it now.
if my mom occupier pun boleh
No, occupier cannot. So I thought your mom is the owner buying a 2-room short-term lease.
You can say if let's suppose if I owner, then my parents are occupier. Let's say if after my grant CPF loan sekali tak cukup, the agent told me that I can use my mom yang retirement RA account, so tak tahu betul ke tak.
Kalau as long as owner, as long as occupier, they cannot use their CPF monies to help co-pay for any housing payments, installment, any occupier. So people out there, kalau husband letak wife as occupier, wife punya occupier cannot be used to pay for wife punya CPF monies cannot be used to pay for the house. We don't even talk even ordinary account tak boleh. Don't even talk about RA. Okay, so if you want to use your mom's CPF, if ordinary account, we take one scenario, nak pakai ordinary account mak punya nama kena jadi co-owner. Okay, baru boleh pakai mak punya CPF monies. Then if OA dah kosong, dah haus, dah tak ada, want to use RA money, subject to HDB also, okay, subject to CPF board approval, must write in and get approval. There have been cases where CPF board assess this situation and they give the approval for this RA, for the monies from the RA to be paid for the house. However, if you are buying under the single scheme and you add your mom, are you buying under the single scheme, Faizal?
Actually, I wanted to buy is our parents nya. Cause now currently I 27.
27,
Because
I see.
If I wait for 35, that's mean maybe if I 35 apply,
Yes,
maybe my age about 40 gitu baru dapat rumah.
I see. Okay, fair, ya betul lah, nak tunggu construction semua lama kan.
Plus my mom pun ada, pasal kita duduk macam rumah sewa, so
Rumah
is
sewa.
my mom macam nak rasa macam rumah beli.
Alhamdulillah,
So
that
like
you are
my mom
helping your
pun
mom.
ada cakap if she waiting for me like 35, tak tahu kalau umurnya masih panjang ke tak. Dia pun cakap,
Okay. How old is your mom?
my mom is dah 57.
Your mom is 57, You're 27, okay. And staying in a rental flat, I believe your mom have bought HDB flat before.
Pernah. After
Pernah?
she divorced, then she jual.
More than 2 times. Ada 2
I
tiga
think
kali.
I think she told me dia sebelum cerai ni dia pindah dah 2 kali.
Dah 2 kali, okay. Now, Faizal, back to you. You're single status, belum berkahwin lagi lah.
Belum kahwin lagi.
I see, no problem. I respect that. Betul, ada a few of my client dah lama tinggal rumah sewa. They have been living in a HDB rental flat for a long time, and they wish to own their first flat. They want to have their own home, right? I know Singapore. Some of you out there will say Singapore home is only 99 years, but this is a big deal to many people out there. They've been living in rental flat and they want to have their own space, and where they can design their own or have their own decoration. So Faisal, you're doing a good thing. We're gonna help you a bit. So 27 years old, you cannot buy alone, right? Because you're not 35 yet. If you want to buy a loan, you have to be 35 years Singaporean, then you can buy under one name, okay? So that one you know already. That's why you're going to bring your mom in as occupier, correct? Then your mom will be essential occupier. So you're going to be buying under the family scheme ataupun public scheme lah. Form a family nucleus first, and then you can buy under the public scheme. Now the public scheme, Faisal, just now I want to be clear to you. Memang betul, then you can buy. So your mom, the structure is you are the owner, and then your mom can be occupier, or your mom can be the co-owner as well. However, nak ambil grant semua tak boleh tau, Faizal. Because if your mom is already a second timer, you don't enjoy any more grants. You don't enjoy grants juga because you're not buying under the scheme. You have to be 35 and above baru you can enjoy the singles grant. Kalau you want to enjoy the family grant or the couples grant, then you have to have a partner, a wife.
Oh,
Then baru boleh. Tapi tak apa, if your pay, your salary enough to get a loan, HDB or bank loan, CPF money is enough, then you can go and get your own flat. But now resale is very, very expensive.
Yeah, because I pun takut apa macam, let's say in my age 35 sekali dah tak, there's no more BTO project ni. Dah tak ada rumah lain lagi.
Dah tak ada tanah
Ha.
Dia buat atas boat. Nanti dia buat atas boat, kena tinggal atas boat. Singaporean dah tak ada tanah, tak ada apply BTO, dia kena tinggal atas boat. Tak adalah main-main. You can PM Hakim. You can see your financial calculation macam mana, whether it's affordable for you to get a flat in the resale market.
Yeah, I just want to add on something here if you guys don't mind.
Go ahead.
As a last point, wait, how do I besarkan? Okay, I just want to add something. Recently, I spoke to somebody who on an exceptional case basis managed, this is not a rule, managed to get the occupier to use dia punya CPF. But this one is obviously case to case. Your circumstance might be so unique that there is a exception for you. So maybe your situation is a little bit different now. But if I were you, I would explore going to MP and then see how they can help me with my situation. Because these kind of cases generally, if you just follow the rules, very difficult for agents to help. But as what the one of the agents mentioned, because currently we do not know exactly what your situation is or what exactly your circumstance is, you might want to consider speaking to an MP and MP's office to see whether there are certain things that, given your circumstance, that they can help with. So that's one thing I would do if I were you. Yeah, Faizal, are you there?
Yes.
So yalah, just to open up. Kalau memang really there is nothing that the MP could do, okay, but at least you already give it a shot. At least you already try. Yeah. Sometimes certain situations, I won't say exactly what it is. Sometimes certain situations, HDB or MP are able to give unique solutions to you guys. I'll just put it that way lah. So it might be worth considering to speak to an MP. Yeah.
Okay, Faizal, all the best to you.
Okay, thank you, Faizal. Okay, I think we are going to end off with our last question. Okay, Mr. Rizdian, last question. Okay, who would like to come on board and ask your last questions that we have today? Anybody? Just now, I think somebody wanted to come, but then it was in the middle of Mr. Faizal. Okay.
Customize. Bang, nak tanya kenapa susah sangat nak apply HDB? Dia nak come on board tak? Apa kesusahan dia nak apply HDB? Macam we want to hear, man, why some people are facing hard times. So many people are facing a hard time applying for HFE, right? This HFE thing, it was launched in May, 9th of May. It's still taking Singapore by storm. A lot of problems, lesser problems now. Overall, I feel it's a good thing. Okay, bro, you got Supreme.
Okay, let's welcome Mr. Supreme. Supreme, would you like to ask your questions to Mr. Rizdian?
Mr. Hakim lah.
Ask what?
Yeah, Supreme.
Ask. Okay, how you start TikTok? Can I ask? What's so funny?
Mr. Rizdian, please.
Hi Supreme, how do we start TikTok live or just having growing our followers on TikTok?
Yeah. No, like how do you start to get to know TikTok lah?
Oh,
Cause last time don't have what?
don't have to do. Oh, okay, I got.
Don't have TikTok lah. Yeah, last time don't have what? Last time what?
see.
Last time don't have all these what?
Correct.
Before I born lah. Before we all born. Yeah. Yeah.
I started to know TikTok from other people from Facebook. I was from Facebook. Then I saw people sharing TikTok video. So TikTok video can save and post on Facebook, right? And put on stories. I'm very old lah, so I only know Facebook. I don't know Instagram so much. I also don't know on TikTok. TikTok, I think that time starting Supreme dancing video lah. So I thought only for youngster. Then I saw people I remember people sharing like about video cooking or videos and all that on Facebook. I say, what is this TikTok thing? I thought only for dancing though. Then I download the app. Then I can open the video in TikTok and I start watching one video. I scroll up, I watch another video, cooking
But
video.
people say okay.
Okay, sorry, I got to cut off a little bit earlier lah. Thank you for sharing, Mr. Rizdian, but I think I'm going to reserve the last question for a property question for somebody who really needs help answering their property situation. We are not the best people to ask for TikTok. I'm sorry, Supreme, but I got to cut you off a little bit earlier.
Study like sikit.
Yeah, because otherwise your ramblings will go on. I will miss my lunch. Okay, anyway, come. Anybody else which have a property questions that Mr. Rizdian? Okay, we have Ziki C Fies. Astaghfirullahalazim. Okay, Mr. Rizdian. Quite a mouthful for me. Okay, come. Welcome on board, Ziki C.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, so Hakim kirakan has been my kira macam star lah. Okay, since when I see all your video, macam mana nak apply rumah tu semua kan. So that point of time I was in under HDB. Okay, there is no issue. I follow your step to apply everything there. Apply a house. Sekarang dapat rumah, alhamdulillah.
Congratulations.
But yalah, I bought a house dekat Clementi Avenue 6.
Oh, that's a good location.
So, my question is actually trigger about my adik
Uh-huh.
apply under HFE. Okay. Alhamdulillah HFE dia approve. But the thing yang weird sangat ni, bila dia nak apply rumah, dia punya parents grant dia sebenarnya dalam HFE ada indicate there.
Uh-huh.
Yang harga tu semua. But when he apply the house, the agent also tell him, ni boleh pakai parents grant pasal is within the kilometer. Pasal my father tinggal dekat Liban. And then he going to apply is dekat Tobuan.
Okay.
Resale flat lah.
Resale flat, correct.
Okay.
And then get to know bila on process, HDB reject and tak approve for the parents grant.
Okay. Ziki C, I'm going to mute you for a while so that we can be a little bit less noisy and try to answer your question. Yes, Mr. Riz, could you help him with his question?
Dia baru nak jawab apa reason dia kena
Oh,
reject.
is it? Oh, sorry.
Kau mute ni.
Okay, the reason.
Cakap lagi kau.
Okay, faham. Okay, the reason is diorang cakap parents daripada rumah, my parents daripada blok 24 Teban Garden to the Tokuan, dia cakap jauh. Padahal is within 3 km.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, that's the reason. So basically the officer, okay, see, Kim's gonna mute you for a while, I think.
Okay, I'm going to mute you for a while, okay?
Okay, Kim, kau dengar tak dia punya answer? So guys out there, so the questioner say, okay, now his brother is buying a resale flat, eligible for proximity housing grant, bought a flat in Clementi, which in Toh Guan to Clementi, which is according to them 3 kilometer distance from the parents' flat, but HDB reject the proximity housing grant application, which can be $20,000 PHG, near parents 20 or $10,000, single or couple. So that's some money lah. So rejected. John Hakim, Toh Guan and Clementi, you have to use the, I think if you're still there, number one, you Google HDB PHG distance. Macam itu pun jadi. Nanti dia tunjuk distance enquiry for proximity housing grant. There's a link. So if anybody out there plan to buy near parents or near married child, you Google distance inquiry for proximity housing grant. Now you can, this is the most surest way to confirm whether it's within the PHG distance. So put in your postal code and the flat you intend to buy and the postal code of your parents. Then down there will have the outcome. Zik, how do you measure 3 kilometer? Do you use this website or you use some other thing like Google Maps and you measure the distance, driving distance, walking distance, ke apa Zik?
Oh, okay. So actually I'm using the HDB punya yang distance tu. So memang nak cakap approve. Even the agent also tell us memang is actually lebih, tapi kurang lah. Ada banyak lagi.
Less than 4 kilometer. So Zik is saying it's less than 4 kilometer distance. If you have a case of a Zik, you can screenshot the inquiry which is using the HDB's website. They give you the green light, the house is within 4 clicks. Screenshot and fight the case and try to get the ada point apa? It's not using a different calculator apa. Unless he was gonna tell me that, hey, you know, I walk myself, I measure using my Samsung watch, it's 3 kilometer, then maybe incorrect lah. Okay.
I just
using a HDB website.
let me just add on to this. I think sometimes we cannot rule out the possibility. At the end of the day, all this thing is not done by AI or not done electronically. You know, human beings still do all these calculations for the proximity grant. So it could be just an honest mistake from whoever the HDB site is that they forgot to include. So sometimes we cannot rule this out. So maybe we can write into HDB to inquire, hey, maybe you missed this out, or if it's not, if I don't qualify, why do I not qualify? And then we take it from there. Because sometimes it's possible there are cases before. My one recent case, the proximity was not included. So we had to write into them to say that, hey, you know, we want to apply for this proximity grant, and it was included at a later time. So in the event really you did not qualify, then it could be some other reason which we do not know. That HDB needs to clarify and give you a valid reason why you don't qualify. Especially kalau you don't you have not taken this grant before, then obviously you qualify. So yeah lah, but I think sometimes we forgot about that we assume this, we think about this, we think about that, we assume this, we assume that, but in reality we have not wrote into HDB to clarify the situation. Always very important to write into them to seek clarification, and don't just phone call, get it in black and white. From there, maybe either they say, yeah, we made a mistake. Actually they won't say lah, they will just say, oh okay, we include for you, or you have an actual reason why it's not allowed. Okay, Zik, is that? Press aku punya muka. Okay, all the best, Zik.
By the way, maybe another 5 to 6 years time, I will be calling Hakim kalau Hakim masih dalam industry.
Yes, inshallah. Looking forward, Haziq. Inshallah, looking forward.
Yeah, I've been looking all your video lah. Yeah, I've been following you.
Hopefully it's been useful for you. I'm so glad for your feedback, Aziz. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Aziz. Bye-bye. Okay. I think time's up already. I have a 2:30 appointment on a podcast later, so I need to quickly have my lunch now. Thank you so much for being here, Mr. Rizdian, for joining us, for your presence here today. I'm very happy to have another agent to talk with. Otherwise, it's just me and my mobile phone.
Okay, thank you again. Alright, have a good lunch, guys.
Okay, thank you everybody for being here. I hope today is something different. I hope you have enjoyed today. I hope you have enjoyed a different perspective from Mr. Rizdian as well. Hopefully next time we can have him on board again, or a different agent to come on our TikTok live. Thank you everybody. Have a great day ahead.
Selamat bro.
Bye.